For the remaining 7 days of our 21 days of prayer, I'm going to focus on the asking God part. Now, today what I want to do is I want to talk about 3 reasons we don't ask. And there's more than 3, but let me just highlight the 3 most common that I see and struggle with myself. The first one is our view of God. The second one is bad theology. And then the third one is what I call unanswered prayer. Jesus says this. He says, "Give us today our daily bread." We also read in the book of James that James says we don't have because we don't ask God. So from that, let me just go through the 3 reasons why we don't ask. View of God. For many of us, we think that God's mad at us or disappointed or we fall short. So why bother asking? Well, we see Jesus says that we should ask. Bad theology. For many of us, we have this view of life and the world that everything is just fixed. And we're all in the same car, kind of going in the same direction. And so it's like, well, why does it matter that we ask? Because, it's all predetermined anyways. Well, according to James, the half-brother of Jesus, he says, we don't have because we don't ask God. So their worldview wasn't that everything is fixed. And then the third one is unanswered prayer. We all have a time and a story where we ask God to answer a prayer that we thought that he should, but for some reason that he didn't. Now, if you were here last week and listened to the message, I talk more about that. I want to encourage you to do that. If you haven't watched or listened to the message, because I really do a deep dive in that, because that is very real. And I have a story as well, and that can really hamper why we don't ask. But let me just say this, we should ask. And here's what I want you to do as far as next steps with this is concerned. 2 application points for you. The first one is I want you to identify your reason that you don't ask or hesitate to ask. I just want you to identify what it is. Is it one of those 3 I talked about? Or maybe it's another reason. I want you to identify it. And here's the second thing I want you to do. I want you to start asking anyways. And I know that's going to pop into your head, or maybe that's the way you think and all that stuff. I just push through that. Just keep asking. What should I ask for? Just keep asking, keep asking, keep asking. And as we learn how to ask, we're going to see what God does.